Hello, my name is Heather from Love Literacy, and today I am going to be walking you through the longer spelling pack of Yeet. Now, our longer spelling pack is it's longer spelling with a little bit of a difference. So, I have included the longer spelling CK, TCH, and DGE, but I've actually also included a few words with the floss spelling rule. The floss spelling rule being if you've got that one syllable word with a short vowel sound and it ends in or s and sometimes z, we need to double that spelling pattern on the end. And the reason I've done that is just to provide students with a little bit of extra reading practice with those floss words. So most of the words in this pack, in fact, all of the words in this pack will revert back to that short vowel. And our longer spelling specifically says that we've got a longer spelling pattern after the short vowel. Now, I like to let my students know that the reason that we do have the longer spelling is to tell the reader that they need to give that vowel a short sound. So, for example, it's DGE. That D is there to tell me that I absolutely must give that U its a sound. Same with the TCH. That T in there tells me that I must give that U its a sound. That CK there tells me I must give that O its O sound. So that is our longer spelling pattern. Now, within each pack, as I've said, we have a DGE, a CK, and a TCH. So I've got a few examples of the types of words that you'll see. So for example, stock, scratch. See, I'm trying to include some triple blends there as well, just to lift up that decoding a little bit. Clutch, trudge, bridge, fill, stuff, and bliss. We have higher level and everyday words, and of course we also have our handy Yeet cards. Now, whilst I also have included some single syllable, I have got a few multi-syllable ones in there. For example, obsess, chicken, compress for your learners. Now, the thing that I have found with teaching a lot of students who are neurodiverse is that these patterns can be somewhat confusing. And we want to ensure that we can just sort of build on that predictability with students, which is why I like to work on these patterns. So our CK, K, our TCH, ch, and our DGE, j. So vocabulary in this pack contains the short vowels, e, o, and a, e, I, o, u. And inside the pack, you will find 54 cards, one instruction card, 46 vocabulary cards, and of course, your 7 Yeet cards. How do we play? Well, we shuffle the pack. We place it face down with the Yeet logo on the top. Player 1 draws a card and reads it. Player 2 draws a card and reads it. And depending on how many players you've got, you go around the circle. And then when your Yeet cards gets drawn, that player can steal all the cards from another player. Some little extension in there. You can play a memory game where the matching sets are, of course, your TCH or your CK, or you could play the memory game where you've got your medial vowel in there. That is your pattern to look for. And once learners understand that these spellings exist, we will start to see some confidence growing, and especially in spelling. So you can find the longer spelling pack linked below, and I'll continue sharing walkthroughs of all the Yeet packs in this series. So thank you for being here and happy reading.